I found cigarette ashes in the passenger seat of Ashley Carter's luxury car. She dismissed it casually. The new assistant at the office, he doesn't know any better. I proposed a divorce, and she looked at me incredulously. Just because of that? Yes, just because of that. Actually, I'm not usually so petty. It's just that when I got into the passenger seat of the Porsche, I had barely taken out my cigarette pack when she snatched it and threw it out the window, her face full of disgust. How many times have I told you, don't smoke in my car? For a moment, I felt a bit bitter and put away my lighter. So, when I saw cigarette ashes in her car, I knew she wasn't a germaphobe. She just made exceptions for certain people. Clearly, I wasn't someone for whom she'd bend the rules. In the 3 years we'd been married, Ashley Carter had gone from a newbie at the office to a career woman. People who knew her well called her Ms. Carter. And I was just the moocher trailing behind Ashley Carter. No one knew that I had started the business with Ashley Carter, that she had a miscarriage from drinking heavily with clients, and that I'd wanted her to rest at home, but she refused. I couldn't bear it, so I stepped back to focus on the support work behind the scenes. But Ashley Carter seemed to have forgotten that I, too, was once a star in the business world. I was willing to step back because I cared about her, but now, in her eyes, I'd become a freeloader. When I got to the office, I sent her the divorce papers. Ashley Carter was stunned. What's the meaning of this? Leo Carter, are you seeing someone else? I smiled wryly. Don't you know if I am? She took a deep breath. So, is it because we haven't had children in 3 years of marriage? I told you, I don't want them. Can't you people stop pressuring me? By you people, I meant my parents. Last Memorial Day, when we went home for dinner, my mom hinted about having children. Ashley Carter was unhappy. She resented my mom's pressure to have children. At first, she made excuses about being unwell, but after I stepped down, I put my heart into cooking and making soup for her every day, and her health had long since recovered. It's not that, I said, taking out my cigarette pack. I was about to light up when Ashley Carter slapped my cigarette away. I told you, don't smoke in front of me. I was taken aback, looking at the red mark on the back of my hand where she had slapped me. I instantly flared up. Other people can smoke in your car, but I can't, is that it? Your obsession with cleanliness only applies to me. And you ask me why I want a divorce? What do you think? It was the first time I'd ever yelled at her, and Ashley Carter was stunned for a moment before she reacted, and she was speechless. Sign the papers, and let's part ways amicably. Seeing that I was serious, Ashley Carter became angry. He's a new hire at the office this year. He has connections, or else why would I put up with him? Leo Carter, if you weren't playing hooky now, would I be this tired? Ashley Carter probably didn't realize that when she complained about me, her eyes were full of disdain. Not resentment, just pure contempt for me. I couldn't help but chuckle. If you're so tired, and you're stuck with me as a burden, why don't you just divorce me? Sign it. Seeing that I was determined to get a divorce, Ashley Carter, for some reason, made a scene and refused to sign, and she kicked me out. When I came out, the open workplace was silent. I saw the young man at a glance. He was being sarcastic. Oh, it's Leo. Ms. Carter has been working too hard lately, so she's been a little fiery. Don't mind it. I glanced at his employee badge, assistant to the president. So, he was the one smoking. No wonder Ashley Carter has a boy toy. She naturally looks down on me. I ignored him and turned to leave, but he took the initiative to see me out. Leo Carter, if I were you, I'd leave sooner rather than a tear. Living off someone isn't that easy, especially since you're useless. What can you do for her? He was sure that I was just a moocher, and his tone was no longer so respectful. I watched him reach out and take his employee badge, caressed it twice, and raised my eyebrows. You think I'm living off her? Otherwise? Ms. Carter works so hard. A man like you doesn't deserve her. Get lost, and don't come to the office again, lest you make Ms. Carter angry. After saying that, he took the employee badge from my hand, pinned it on his collar, turned, and left. I sneered at his back. The world says I'm the little man behind Ashley Carter. But no one knows that when Carter Industries was just starting and facing financial difficulties, my family invested $3 million to save her office from ruin. Later, when things gradually got on track, Ashley Carter worked very hard. To get her to drink less and make her path easier, I secretly contacted my dad's good friends. All orders were injected into Carter Industries, so she could rise smoothly and become a leading woman in the industry. Now that the office is stable, she wants to kick me away after using me. Ashley Carter probably forgot how humble she was when she begged me for help. It's only been 3 years, and perhaps seeing my family move from a mansion to a penthouse, and then to a small apartment, she thinks my family has fallen on hard times? I couldn't help but smile. My parents just thought the house was too big, and they were lonely, so they moved. In reality, the mansion and the penthouse are still there. After going back, I went straight home. My mom saw me like this and frowned. "Why are you back alone? Where's Ashley?" "Mom and Dad, I'm getting a divorce." My mom was startled. "Why are you getting a divorce out of the blue? Have you thought it through?" My dad also frowned. "You're getting a divorce after 3 years of marriage. Did we upset her last time by pressuring her to have children?" I took a drag of my cigarette and sighed. "She thinks I'm a moocher now, and I don't deserve her." Hearing that, my parents laughed. "She probably thinks the Carter family has fallen on hard times. You're not working now, so she wants to kick you away after using you. Is she seeing someone else?" I nodded. "Something like that. Emotional infidelity is still infidelity." Even though I wasn't entirely sure, I could tell from Ashley Carter's attitude towards that boy that they were closer than ordinary people. My mom slammed the table. "She's having an affair and still looks down on you? If that's the case, then get a divorce." I was a little surprised. My mom looked at me and comforted me. "Don't worry, the Carter family isn't the type to cling. We don't want Carter Industries. We still have some savings." My dad pulled me into the study and handed me a stack of documents. When I opened them, I was shocked. "Dad, you have so many assets." My dad was smug. "Of course, I wouldn't take on jobs I couldn't handle. Saving someone from immediate need, not from chronic poverty. The 3 million before was just pocket change. If I threw 300 million at her, she'd definitely pounce on it and suck us dry. Your mom and I originally wanted her to owe us a favor and live well with you, but we didn't expect her to be an ungrateful wretch who would turn around and deny us. In that case, let's not be polite with her. Let go and do it. We don't want that kind of person." With my dad's support, I was finally relieved. Since we have money, I'm going to go all out. I thought my family had at most 10 or 20 million, but now it seems like it's more than 10 times that. At this point, I nodded and contacted my dad's old buddies. My dad came forward to treat them to dinner, stating that he was making a comeback and handing everything over to me. Hearing him say that, several uncles were delighted and patted me on the shoulder. "Leo, your dad has finally seen the light. He retired early, saying he wanted to enjoy his grandchildren, but he's making a comeback for you after 3 years." I was a little ashamed. It's all for me. It's not good for me to be lying around at home at such a young age, so I might as well go out and make a name for myself. "That's right, come to my office and practice first." Uncle Howard, who watched me grow up, proactively extended an olive branch. "Come here and work for a while, see how it goes, and then you can slowly get started. Anyway, you're not in a hurry, just treat it as fun. And I have a project that's just starting. How about you help me with it?" "No problem." I agreed directly, and my dad smiled. After this dinner, the entire market changed. Although my dad wasn't in the business world, his legend remained. As his son, I was naturally a chip off the old block. Uncle Howard was the first to recruit me, not just because of our years of friendship, but also because he valued my family's resources. Before, to support the Carter family, my dad's connections were used on Ashley Carter. That's why Ashley Carter was able to climb so quickly. Now it's different. Now that I've decided to take action, the Carter family is out of the picture. After dinner, I went back to the apartment and started packing. When everything was packed, Ashley Carter came back. She was a little drunk and reeked of alcohol. As expected, that young man sent her back. Ashley Carter snorted when she saw me, but when she saw my luggage, she was immediately annoyed. "Leo Carter, what exactly do you want?" "A divorce. Didn't I say so?" I handed over the printed divorce papers. Give me back the $3 million I invested, and I don't want anything else. Just sign it. After all, someone else is waiting. I hinted, and Ashley Carter's face flushed red. You just wait. Okay, see you at the city hall at 9 tomorrow morning. After saying that, I dragged my suitcase and left. Before I left, the man next to her sneered at me, but I ignored him. You can have this woman if you want. I don't want her anyway. After going back to my parents' place, that kid quickly sent me a friend request. When I opened it, I found out that his name was Ethan Davis. He sent me a video of Ashley Carter lying in bed, holding hands with him. The bottom of the video showed Ashley Carter's nightgown. When she came back, Ashley Carter was still wearing regular clothes, but now she had changed into a nightgown. Who else could be at home besides Ethan Davis? This guy really doesn't hold back. But that's fine too. Since she's already dirty, let's just get a divorce. After thinking about it, I sent Ethan Davis a message. Did she sign the divorce papers? Ethan, you're not that attractive, are you? You've already gotten her into bed, and she's still not willing to give you a title. Ethan Davis was immediately embarrassed and angry. I was about to send an emoji when a red exclamation mark popped up. Can't afford to play. I smiled and put away my phone. I was about to rest when there was a knock on the door. Leo Carter, get out here. You little brat, you dare to propose a divorce. What do you think you are? Get out here. I jumped up in a flash. How could it be her? My parents were also disturbed, so they opened the door and welcomed the person in. Ashley Carter's older sister, Sarah Carter, a parasite of the Carter family who does nothing but eat, drink, and have fun, along with her husband, John Smith, were standing in the living room like chickens with ruffled feathers. When she saw me, Sarah Carter snorted with her nostrils in the air. Uncle and Aunt, you really have good home education. Raising a good son like Leo Carter, you've really opened my eyes. You're too kind. My son is very good. My mom replied nonchalantly, sitting on the couch with her legs crossed, looking at them. Sarah Carter was stunned. In the past, if not very polite, at least they wouldn't have this attitude. She was stunned for a moment and didn't know what to say, but John Smith spoke up. I said, you Carters are too insensible. You've been living off someone for 3 years, and you're getting a divorce just like that. Ashley Carter called us and said Leo Carter proposed a divorce and wants $3 million. What's up? Just want to divide the family property. I sneered. Family property? Ashley Carter's net worth is more than $30 million now. Is it wrong for me to take my own $3 million? If you think it's too much, I can sue. I'll ask a lawyer. Her having an affair is a fault. Can I get even more? What did you say? You're slandering me. I directly shoved the video Ethan Davis gave me in front of them. Take a good look. You've already slept with her. Shouldn't I get a divorce? They didn't expect it to be like this. Thanks to Ethan Davis, Ashley Carter's face was very clear in the picture. The delicate red lips and the sounds coming from her mouth even made Sarah Carter blush. And my mom slammed the table. You Carters raised a good daughter, shameless. Having an affair and bringing people back to the room to mess around, and still come to question my son. Sarah, is this how you teach your sister? Sarah Carter didn't expect things to turn around, and her face turned red. She relied on Ashley Carter to live like a goddess at home, buying jewelry until her hands were soft, and she was arrogant and superior at various banquets. Little did she know that it was all thanks to the Carter family. Now she even had the nerve to run over and question me, but she didn't expect to be caught off guard by this video. I raised my eyebrows. Go back and tell Ashley Carter to sign the divorce, otherwise, I'll send this video out. Anyway, the Carter family isn't what it used to be. If something happens, I won't lose anything, but your Carter family is different. After all, they started from scratch, and they don't have much strength at all. When Sarah Carter heard me say this, she could probably imagine that if Ashley Carter fell, their family would be finished. She couldn't help but be afraid, and John Smith was even more so. You can't do that. After all, we've been married for 3 years. I ignored them and said in a deep voice, I'll only give you 3 days. If Ashley Carter doesn't agree to the divorce, I'll contact the media and send it out. Then I'll see what your Carter family will do. As soon as I said this, they immediately became anxious. Sarah Carter stammered for a long time without saying a word, and my mom was even more direct, opening the door and kicking them out. She turned back and looked at me. If I had known their family was so shameful, I should have torn my face long ago. Why wait until now? You're sometimes soft-hearted. I sighed. Actually, it wasn't that I was soft-hearted. I originally wanted to live well with Ashley Carter. When I first met her, I had a good impression of Ashley Carter. This little girl looked pure and fair, and it was obvious that she had been well educated. But I didn't expect to be deceived by her appearance. She used me to achieve her goals and then became tired of me. In fact, we were quite sweet when we first got married. Later, Ashley Carter had a miscarriage and I stepped down. She saw the luxury of the upper class and saw so many successful people around her. There were so many temptations outside, and Ashley Carter changed. She became cold and unfamiliar, we had fewer and fewer topics to talk about, and my disappointment accumulated until today. I didn't say much, just waited patiently. Sure enough, 3 days later, Ashley Carter contacted me and asked me to go to the city hall. When I arrived, she didn't show any remorse, just looked at me. Leo Carter, you're really something. You can even persuade my sister to help you. If you want a divorce, I'll grant it, but I'll give you the money. In the future, don't ever come near the Carter family again. I was suddenly amused by her. Don't worry, I'll give you the same words. After the divorce, don't pester me again. Don't let me look down on you. Ethan Davis came with her, put his arm around Ashley Carter's shoulder, and sneered. It's just a divorce. Kicking you, a moocher, will only make her path smoother in the future. I didn't say anything, just went through the procedures with her. There's a 1-month waiting period for divorce, and I prayed that nothing would happen this month. If Ashley Carter saw that my family still had trump cards, she might get entangled. Fortunately, Uncle Howard said he'd let me go to his office. At least my family's cards weren't completely revealed. After signing, I left immediately and went straight to Howard Enterprises. Seeing me come over, Uncle Howard quickly waved to me. Leo, let me introduce you to someone. This is a top university graduate who just joined our office, and she's a famous investor. Don't look at her young age. She's the one who made several projects successful. She's already brought profits to the office during her internship. I looked at the capable girl with short hair in front of me and nodded to her. Hello, I'm Leo Carter. I'm Sophia Hill. Okay, you young people get to know each other. This project, the two of you will work together to win the land in Southwood. I nodded, took the materials, and analyzed them with Sophia Hill. I thought it would be troublesome, but Sophia Hill was very direct. The city is developing to the south, but this piece of land is very difficult. I personally think it's not very good. I'm optimistic about the one in Easton. The map was spread out, and I immediately took a fancy to Easton. Indeed, if a business district is formed, there will be more investment opportunities here. But both pieces of land are owned. Shall we give it a try? Sophia Hill's eyes lit up. Sure. There's a charity gala tomorrow night. Mr. Nelson will be there. Mr. Nelson, whom she mentioned, is the owner of those 2 pieces of land. But now, they're urgently looking for a receiver, and no one is optimistic. Sophia Hill and I are very confident. When Uncle Howard heard what I said, he pondered for a moment. How confident are you? How much is the investment cost and the return on profits? Take it down for $1.5 billion, and the return will double. I'm confident. Uncle Howard raised his eyebrows. Leo. Uncle Howard didn't speak, but I said in a deep voice, believe me, these 2 pieces of land will only lose money. Let's just say it's my initiation to Uncle Howard. If it doesn't work, the Carter family will be responsible for the profits and losses. Hearing that I was using the Carter family's assets to guarantee it, Uncle Howard immediately agreed. Okay, if you succeed, I'll give you 3 points. No problem. The money doesn't matter, as long as I want to show my skills. I have to have results. Sophia Hill and I analyzed all the pros and cons of the 2 pieces of land, and the next day we went to the charity gala. But I didn't expect to see Ashley Carter. She didn't hold back at all, accompanied by Ethan Davis. The 2 were wearing couple outfits, openly admitting their relationship. When she saw me appear, Ethan Davis laughed and walked towards me. Yo, isn't this the ex-husband? Ex-husband, which rich girl are you dating now? He sized Sophia Hill up and down, not recognizing her. Just seeing the clothes Sophia Hill was wearing, not a big brand, he showed contempt. Leo Carter is just a moocher. He's back to his original form after leaving our Ashley, and he can't even afford to buy his girlfriend a decent outfit with the $3 million he took. Sophia Hill sized him up and down and said coldly, "You're wearing an out-of-season LH, if I'm not mistaken, it's a model from 5 years ago. It's hard for you to dig it out, you can't even find it on the second-hand platform now." I didn't expect Sophia Hill to know these brands, and I laughed at the time. Yes, your Ashley didn't give you a title. And she's not even willing to spend money on you. You're not as good as me. At least when I was with Ashley Carter, my clothes were all bought by myself, if not big brands, at least the latest models. Ethan Davis's face turned livid. I have money. I don't need her to spend money on me. As for you, what qualifications do you have to be here? Do you still want to pester her? Ashley Carter was also a little unhappy. Leo Carter, I told you, don't be a stalker after breaking up. How did you get in? Get out quickly, or I'll call security. I glanced contemptuously, and Sophia Hill took out the invitation. Ashley Carter was stunned. I shook my phone. If you nag again, I won't be polite. I didn't delete the video. Ethan Davis's face turned green, and he pulled Ashley Carter away. It seemed that he already knew. Sarah Carter must have talked to him. I smiled. What qualifications does a third party have to bark in front of me? After going in, Ashley Carter was like a fish in water, greeting people everywhere with Ethan Davis. Someone saw me come and was very embarrassed, but several old friends came over to me. At this time, I heard the sound of flattering over there. Ethan Davis, you've got a beauty in your arms. Miss Carter is also a straightforward person, kicking that moocher away. She's already been benevolent. If I were Leo Carter, I would have been ashamed and taken the initiative to quit. When are you two going to get married? It was so shameless in public. I sneered and watched from a distance, only to see Ethan Davis with a happy face, putting his arm around Ashley Carter's waist and looking at me triumphantly. Of course, good things are coming soon. Everyone will come to the wedding. Definitely, definitely. Sophia Hill looked at me. Can you stand this? I can't. After saying that, I went over. When Ethan Davis saw me, he was even more arrogant. The ex-husband is here. Come, let everyone get to know each other, a professional moocher, we. Before he finished speaking, I raised my hand and punched him directly to the ground. Ashley Carter screamed. Leo Carter, are you crazy? That's right, why are you hitting people? I snorted. Ashley Carter, you had an affair, and we haven't even gotten our divorce certificate. How dare you show up in public? Your Carter family was a poor family back then, and now you have some stinky money, so you openly keep a mistress, and you say it's so fresh and refined. It's the first time I've seen it. What are you talking about? Who's the mistress? Ethan Davis immediately lost his composure. Of course it's you. I looked at Ashley Carter. She couldn't help it. You dare to talk about me? What's your relationship with this woman? We're colleagues. Ashley Carter, don't attend the charity gala tonight. Go back quickly. Don't embarrass yourself here. Ashley Carter was furious. Why? It wasn't opened by you. You're not qualified. He doesn't. I do. At this time, a path opened in the crowd, and Mr. and Mrs. Nelson came out. Her face was unhappy, and she looked at Ashley Carter. At the charity gala I organized, no one has ever dared to bring a third party to yell at me. Ashley Carter, right? Someone, kick them out. Ashley Carter's face turned green, and I sneered. I don't know if she's too arrogant, or if she's deliberately pretending not to know. Mrs. Nelson and Mr. Nelson are deeply in love, and they are famous loving couples in the circle. Whoever dares to bring a mistress to their door on this occasion is slapping them in the face. Tonight, I deliberately made a scene, just to let them know that stupidity is contagious. Without me giving her pointers, Ashley Carter wouldn't even be able to enter their door. She opened her mouth and wanted to say something, but Mrs. Nelson was not polite, and directly asked the security to kick them both out. For a while, the two became a joke. Those who had been flattering them at the beginning were now silent. Mrs. Nelson smiled at me with a friendly attitude. I thought she looked familiar, and then I realized that I had seen her. My mom seemed to have afternoon tea with her. My mom often posted on Moments at that time, and she appeared. It's just that later I got married. My mom occasionally asked people to play bridge, and I was busy taking care of Ashley Carter, so I didn't care. After reaching a quiet place, Mrs. Nelson said, "Your mother and I are friends of the Rose Garden Club. The Rose Garden Club was founded by your mother. She always praises you, saying you're smart." I didn't know if Mrs. Nelson's words were praising me or belittling me, but I smiled at this time. Sophia Hill next to her opened the door and stated the purpose of our trip. Mrs. Nelson smiled. "I knew you would come here, Liaoning. You talk to them, I'll go out and greet the guests." Mr. Nelson stayed, very interested in our ideas. The three of us had a secret talk in the meeting room for more than an hour, and when we came out, we found that Ashley Carter and Ethan Davis were standing outside. Seeing us come out, Ashley Carter immediately came up, raised her hand and wanted to hit me, but I grabbed her wrist and threw her aside. "What are you doing?" Ashley Carter barely stood still, with an incredulous look. "Leo Carter, you did it on purpose. How dare you hit me? What's wrong? Are you too precious?" "Ashley Carter, you've been smooth sailing these past few years. You've probably forgotten how you started." Ashley Carter's eyes were about to split, and Ethan Davis said leisurely, "Ashley, don't bother with him. When we complete this project, we'll reach the sky in one step, and then crushing him will be as simple as crushing an ant." I shrugged and laughed. "Is that so? We'll see." After I finished speaking, I directly pulled Sophia Hill away. Sophia Hill was a little puzzled. I said, "Your ex-wife has always been so blind?" She thought for a long time before thinking of such a word. I took a deep breath and nodded. "Probably. I just don't know when she went blind. Forget it, let's not mention her." Although we reached an agreement with Mr. Nelson that night, it was not so easy to quickly swallow these two pieces of land. The funds have not been negotiated yet, but Ashley Carter and Ethan Davis have won the land in Southwood, with a target of $900 million, and the Carter family has pressed all their funds on it, and Ashley Carter successfully won the bid. Seeing this, I couldn't help but frown tightly. She's not afraid of exploding. And Ashley Carter's side was also triumphant, and she often posted celebration parties on Moments. She and Ethan Davis were being praised and were very proud, and even those former partners called me Little Leo. "Ashley Carter is too arrogant. We just confirmed that we want to renew the contract, and she wants us to reduce the price by 3 points. Little Leo, we used to agree with you, you were the backer, so we had this price. Now that they're in power, they want to kick us away." These are all suppliers who used to give Ashley Carter a discount because of my father's reputation. But now Ashley Carter actually wants to lower the price again. The cost margins were already squeezed, and now she wants an even lower price. These suppliers can't take it anymore. I said in a deep voice, "Ashley Carter and I are divorced. I'm now at Uncle Howard's office. You can come and find me if you're interested." I spread the word, and former partners came to me one after another. Ashley Carter somehow found out that I was at Howard Enterprises and immediately called me. "Leo Carter, you're doing this on purpose. How dare you steal my clients?" I mocked her. "Your clients? They were originally from my family. Now it's just a matter of better opportunities. Your company is too big to care about them, but you can't stop others from making a living. Ashley Carter, if you have nothing else to do, maintain your customer relationships. Don't let your customers slip away, or you'll regret it." That was my last piece of advice to her. But Ashley Carter didn't take it to heart at all and even laughed at me. "Just you wait. I'll definitely make you regret it." I don't know if I'll regret it, but I'm just thinking that we're getting our divorce papers in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to see her get her comeuppance. The next 2 weeks passed without incident. Mr. Nelson and I reached an agreement to package 2 pieces of land for $1.5 billion and invite Mr. Nelson to participate in the design. Uncle Howard was very clear about this and offered my father a commission. The two families are old friends. He initially wanted to help me, but my father didn't want the money. My father is known in the business world as a loyal and honorable man. He met my mother early on because of his loyalty, and that's why she was with him. He later did business with the same character, and now he's even taking the initiative to give up such a large piece of profit. Everyone in the industry praises him. Only Ashley Carter didn't know and thought I was living off Uncle Howard, mocking me everywhere. Seeing her belittling me so unscrupulously, everyone looked at her like an idiot. Sophia Hill and I worked well together, and in half a month, we squeezed Ashley Carter into a corner with nowhere to run. We had ample funds, plus my father's help in the shadows. Although he didn't come forward, at least many people knew the grudges between our families. Who would dare to cross us? For a time, Ashley Carter was actually desperate, but after all, she had seen big scenes and was still holding on. Now I'm curious, what kind of background does Ethan Davis have, saying that his family has connections? At least I haven't seen it yet. Half a month later, I called Ashley Carter to go to City Hall to get our divorce papers. Ashley Carter was 3 hours late, which scared me. I thought she had changed her mind. When she finally appeared, I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. I thought you weren't coming. Ashley Carter gritted her teeth. You want to divorce me that much? My heart trembled. What a joke. You slept with someone else. Am I supposed to stay married to you? Stop talking nonsense. You wouldn't have regretted it, would you? Still thinking about me? Then let's not get divorced. Hearing this, she snorted coldly. Dream on. She dragged me to get the papers, and I finally breathed a sigh of relief. However, last time it was just registering and going through the formalities, and Ethan Davis was with her. This time, when we officially got the divorce papers, Ethan Davis didn't show up. Was he trying to avoid suspicion? But I didn't think too much about it. Half an hour later, I got the divorce papers and felt relieved. Ashley Carter glared at me fiercely. You just wait. I waved at her, turned and left. Sophia Hill was waiting for me in the car. Seeing Ashley Carter gritting her teeth in the wind, I felt great. Next is hunting season. Ashley Carter bet all of her $900 million, and even took out a loan from the bank. She probably doesn't know that this is a long-term development that requires a lot of investment. According to the current state of the Carter Industries, there is probably no way, but my family used to back her up, and even my father secretly filled the gaps. So she thinks she is very capable. But now that our two families are separated, she can't find any source of funds at all, and the bank has rejected the loan. Ashley Carter was stunned and asked everyone for help, in a state of extreme anxiety. When the news reached my ears, I smiled. Why doesn't she ask Ethan Davis for help? Sophia Hill gossiped. You don't know yet, Ethan Davis is a broke rich kid who specializes in hooking up with rich women. I didn't expect to misjudge this time. He ran off with Ashley Carter's $5 million, wanting to escape, but Ashley Carter found out, and the two had a fight and called the police. See, it is said that many people in their office have begun to resign, and some people regret it. They should have worked with you. I laughed. You reap what you sow. Okay, let's not worry about other people's business. Let's get our own business done first. Is the plan I asked you to make last time out yet? Sophia Hill sighed. You are indeed an evil capitalist. I went on 2 business trips in a week, and you asked me to make 3 plans when I got back. The more capable you are, the more work you do. I'll give you a raise later. Uncle Howard has already said that you are a rare commercial genius. Bring the plan quickly, and then the 2 of us will have a good meal. I'll treat you today. My words finally made her happy. Don't look at her serious face, but she is actually a little girl. Sophia Hill and I get along very well and are very good work partners. 3 months later, we announced the official start of construction of a high-end industrial residential area. Ashley Carter saw my name among the shareholders and immediately came to kill me. At that time, she was already heavily in debt. When she saw me, she broke through the siege and rushed towards me. Leo Carter, you lied to me. Your family is so rich. You tricked me into getting a divorce. You're not human. I pushed her away and patted my clothes in disgust. What did I lie to you about? Did I lie to your true feelings or your money? Or did I trick you into investing? Wasn't it you who didn't want to have children and messed around with a fake rich second generation? Ashley Carter, Don't think you're so important that I would bother to plot against you. Ashley Carter's face turned pale. Sophia Hill smiled and said, "Little Leo, let's go to the ribbon-cutting ceremony. I'll take care of things here." Sophia Hill pushed me to the ribbon-cutting ceremony. She took people to stop Ashley Carter. Ashley Carter glared at her fiercely. "Don't think I don't know. You just want to cling to him because he's rich. I'm telling you, I've used this trick before, and it doesn't work." I was far away, so I didn't know what Sophia Hill said to her. I only saw her make a gesture, and Ashley Carter's face turned pale, and she left in a hurry. After the ribbon-cutting ceremony, I asked her, "What exactly did you say to her?" Sophia Hill shrugged. "I just released that video of her and posted it online. I told her to quickly find media public relations." I was a little surprised. "You're ruthless enough." "Of course," Uncle Howard said that once this kind of unreliable woman sees you making a comeback, she will definitely pounce on you again. To solve this problem, we need a permanent solution. Let her be socially dead, and she will never dare to come again. I took a deep breath and sighed. At this time, Sophia Hill looked at me. "Do you know what Ashley Carter said about you? She said that if you weren't rich, she wouldn't have been with you in the first place. Do you think you are the kind of person who is foolish and rich?" I knocked on her head. "It seems that you didn't work enough overtime last night. Pack up and go to a nearby city to develop the market. I'll give you a 30% raise." Sophia Hill wailed, "You are really an evil capitalist." I smiled. I was not a kind person in the first place. I really liked Ashley Carter when I was with her, and I was in love for the first time, so I didn't know the dangers of the world. Now that I have learned from my mistakes, I should just make money obediently. There are many compatible women, but I won't be so stupid this time. Ashley Carter came to me several times later, but I sent someone to deal with her. She finally realized how much of a gap there was between us. While looking up to me, she also felt ashamed. And I found someone to bring Ethan Davis over and let them two dogs bite each other, and I was left in peace.